everyone, and I am your host, Lord Phantom, the master of all evils. Before we get into my experience with Jack in the Box, I ask for you to hit the subscribe button, hit those likes, and comment on what I could do better for future videos. Before I became the master of all evils, my family and I went on a lot of vacations together, and this is all before I met my master, who was a fucking narcissist and a great manipulator too. So, if you haven't seen how I became the master of all evils, you'll have to wait a while because my adventure logging will be a while. So, yeah. Anyway, I am splitting my experience with the fast food chain and its mascot into 5 acts. Act 1 obviously will be how my family and I even came across Jack in the Box. Act 2 will continue where Act 1 left off with Jack Box. Acts 3 and 4 will go over Jack Box's constant antics towards me and my family. And the final act will wrap up the experience. So, let's go! Me and my family were driving towards a beach in LA, and the terrain is desert, right? So the year is 2012-ish, and my brain doesn't remember dates well. Since there's basically nothing around because it's a fucking desert, we were hungry. Then we saw Jack in the Box, which prompted my dad to drive into the parking lot to, well, park. And this is for during 2012, mind you. So we parked the rental van, or Dad parked the rental van we got from the airport, obviously. We got out of the van and went in to eat. Well, a few minutes later, after ordering our food and proceeding to eat, we hear this loud screech in the parking lot and look out of the window to see a big ass limo. You know the limo scenes in movies where a fancy guy in a suit politely opens the door to reveal the big bad? That is exactly what happened, but instead of the big bad, we see Jack in a Box. No, I'm not kidding. We see Jack in a Box. Jack Box comes into the restaurant, and after doing his responsibility as CEO, I guess, because he's a CEO, and I later found out he wasn't the CEO, but a mascot who just happened to act like a CEO. So he comes towards us and starts speaking to us specifically about teriyaki bowls. So yeah, he starts speaking to us about teriyaki bowls. So here's how it went. Hi, I'm Jackbox, and I want you all to try my teriyaki bowls. My family and I looked at Jack like he was a pervert or something and asked him to leave, but he kept persisting about his damn teriyaki bowls. And turns out, yeah, it was a controversy. Who knew? Come on, I know you want to try them. An employee came over who was dressed in a suit, came over to stop his boss from harassing us even further, and pointed at those teriyaki bowls while talking to Jack in the Box. Not Jack in the Box, but Jack Box. Jack, stop harassing these people. They're clearly distressed about whatever those are, so stop bothering them. I am so sorry about this, guys. And by the way, my name is Phil, and I am Jackbox's, well, employee. Phil then dragged his boss away while he said, "This isn't over! I will get you and your family to eat my teriyaki bowls!" My family was shocked and appalled at this for years, and Jackbox and Phil got into the limo and were driven away by the chauffeur. But now, even when I know what happened at the end, it wasn't a great time, and I will explain later. So let's move on to the third act. Oh yes, the trolling arc of Jack being a desperate clown man to try to get us to eat his teriyaki bowls. Oh boy, that was creepy and annoying as hell. Let's start with the time he disguised himself as the Burger King. Yeah, he disguised himself as a creepier mascot. I was walking my dog down the sidewalk when Jackbox, as Burger King, came out of nowhere and spoke to me and didn't even try to hide it. Hello, good sir. Would you try to would you love to try our new burger, the Box Burger? I cautiously said yes, but instead of a burger, it was his teriyaki balls on two buns. I thought Jackbox had gone mentally insane and needed help. He ripped off his disguise and told me to take off the buns and eat that damn teriyaki bowl or else. And I don't know what he meant by else, so I punched him in the face instead and ran away with my dog back to my house. Now, this wasn't the only act of trolling he has done. He also tried disguising himself as Ronald McDonald, a giant hot dog, even the mayor from the Powerpuff Girls, which I was surprised he knew about, and even SpongeBob. Yeah, this man was so desperate, he tried it 4 separate times too. So we didn't even bother going up to him and saying, hey, we know who you are, because he'll do the same shit again. So eventually, after all that trolling arc, if you even call it that, that's just more like stalking, Jackbox decided to use his secret weapon, the Crave Van. Oh my god, the Crave Van was actually a good idea for Jack to do because his assistant actually fulfilled our cravings. Let's see. There was this one time he crashed the van onto our porch because my dad had a craving for chili cheese fries and a chicken sandwich. That was a hell of a project to complete because of the money cost. It was like maybe thousands of dollars to get that repaired, so thanks a lot, Jackbox. Well, that was actually a little funny for the first 5 times, but then it got old after the 6th time. There was another time when the Crave Band somehow got into the basement of our house because I had a craving for a burger, fries, and a milkshake. When Jack crashed the van into it, however, this pissed everybody off, including his assistant, because it so happened to be during a severe storm. So rain was coming in, almost flooding the place, and it was just not really good. It was not a good time for anybody. Hello, everybody. Here's your son's craving. And then we all fucking screamed at him for being an inconsiderate asshole this whole time. So, Jackbox finally handed over his teriyaki bowls, and we obliged because he gave us our cravings at least. And they were the coldest thing we ever ate in our lives. Imagine an ice cube combined with ice cream. It was horrible. And we spat them out too. Jackbox was now offended by that action, but he knew he was beat because there was jack shit he could do about it. So the assistant apologized and the Crave Van left with both Jackbox and the assistant aside. Next day, however, we got a letter from the actual CEO apologizing to us about Jack's antics and that Jack will not be allowed near our property for a few years unless we had cravings for something. Some days I do still go to Jack in the Box, but not as much because we live very far away from a Jack in the Box location. So my family is now doing alright, but I'll keep an eye out just in case Jack does come back. And Jack hasn't bothered us since. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, do I regret this experience with Jack in the Box? Not really. It taught me to be on my guard every time, which did help eventually when I became the master of all evils, you know. And it actually did work out for me, so yeah. This was my video on my experience with Jack in the Box. But next time, I will see you during my Mega Man 1 Let's Play, and on September 3rd for a special video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment on this video. This is Lord Phantom, and I am out.